Hello and welcome to Communicore Weekly, the greatest online show. I'm George.
And I'm Jeff, and what a surprise, we went to Disney again.
I'm step, jump, and I'm scared. We took a trip, and this is our trip recall.
Well, that's right. For those of you that may have listened to the first part of the show, we both went to Disney. We were both there at the exact same time. We actually stayed in the same hotel room.
Why would they not listen to the first part of the show? Why would they just skip immediately to that? That'd be
Just
weird.
in case. You never know what's going to happen.
All right,
You never.
all right, fair enough.
Anyway, so but we got to spend Monday through Friday pretty much. We mostly at the Magic Kingdom.
Yeah, we spent, I would say, 75% of our time in the parks at the Magic Kingdom, which was awesome, considering we spent 75% of our time last time at Epcot.
I was gonna say, yeah, we had to make up for it. Next time we'll spend some time at the Hollywood Studios, but
We'll
no,
spend
just need to
50% of the time of Hollywood Studios, and then the next time will be 100% of the time in the Animal Kingdom.
So it'll be like a half a day. That's all we're going down.
Yep.
So that's it.
Anyway, so about this trip.
let's talk about this trip. So we stayed at the Disney's Animal Kingdom Lodge, which was pretty spectacular.
Yeah, it was my first time ever staying there, and I was pretty impressed with it. It was really nice. We had a nice savannah view.
Yep.
Giraffes and zebras every morning.
Yep. We tried to play Spot the Poop, but it was too far away.
Failed miserably.
Way too far away. But the hotel is gorgeous. It's beautiful. It had those really cool RFID locks. You tapped your card. If you had the right door, you tapped your card and it turned green and let you in.
If you were watching the Facebook page during the week, you can see George as we were going to our room trying to get into the wrong room with the RFID card, which was pretty hilarious.
No, wouldn't that be cool? We could be cat burglars.
Yeah, in Disney. Go figure. That would work.
Go figure. But we also, so let's see, that first day we went to No, you didn't go to Epcot, that's right.
No, I wasn't feeling well that night. It was a lot of early morning of traveling, and me do not mix well, so I actually slept for a couple hours. I wandered around the resort late that night, and it was actually really, really cool at night. But I did not go to a park that day.
Well, yeah, I was involved with the dessert reception at Epcot, and we ate by the UK Pavilion in the Lock, and it was spectacular to see it that close. It sort of ruins illuminations for me for any other place.
So you can't see it anywhere else ever again, is what you're saying.
I refuse. No, it was fantastic. But so then the next day, we went to the Magic Kingdom.
Yeah, and that's pretty much the rest of our entire trip was at the Magic Kingdom.
All we did.
You know, if 75% of the trip was at the Magic Kingdom, I would venture to say that probably 50% of the trip was spent in New Fantasyland.
Exactly.
Because we just went over and over again.
One of the first things we did was we did ride Pirates.
Yes, we did ride Pirates. And Pirates was awesome because we wanted to check out the new mermaids.
Yep, which they were fantastic. And the Skull Rock was new. You could see, well, it's not new. It's been there.
It's been there forever. You just could never really see it. But now that they have the lights illuminating the beach more, and for the mermaids, you can see it a lot clearer. I didn't mind the mermaids. I thought they were a good addition. I thought it was pretty neat.
Fun. Yeah, I thought it was a lot of fun. It brings the movies into it a little bit better. The mermaid skeleton was kind of creepy.
That was a little creepy.
That was kind of creepy. But we did kind of scare each other on the ride because we started talking about the Goodnight George story, which we had done for the Halloween episode of Communicore Weekly, and kind of spooked each other out because George's light was on in the tower. And...
No, I was just saying goodnight to you. I wasn't talking about
that's what that was?
Yeah. So,
gotcha.
Well, you were freaking yourself out? What a baby.
That's
Gosh, grow up, man.
At least I was willing to ride it again. But anyway, so after that, we did spend time in New Fantasyland. We did The Little Mermaid, which is the queue is fantastic, and the ride is really, really good. It's charming. It's a great ride. I enjoyed it.
I know you. I mean, you said it before. It's a solid D ticket attraction, and that's not a knock on it whatsoever. But that's what it is. It's a fantastic ride. It's not an E ticket because it's not like a thrill ride or anything like super fast paced. But it's a solid Fantasyland ride, and it totally works for what it is. And I loved it. I mean, how many times did we go on it? We went on it a bunch of times.
8, 9 times altogether.
Yeah.
Because you know, once it's officially open, it's going to be one of the line busters, or people are going to line up for that, just like Peter Pan.
Well, on that Friday after you left, when I was walking around there by myself, that was the first day I saw that it actually had a line. Like throughout the entire week, everything we did in New Fantasyland had no line whatsoever because they were still technically in previews.
Well,
but
except for Be Our Guest.
Well, Be Our Guest had a ginormous line, but Mermaid didn't really ever have a line except for that last day, but it was gorgeous. I mean, we were stopping, taking pictures of everything in the queue, going into parts of the queue that weren't even open just because we wanted to see all the details in there. That was pretty neat. Well, it's the story, the original story of the Little Mermaid that they came up with is on that one part of the queue, isn't it?
Yeah, there's that barrel vaulted area. It's a round circular area almost underneath the castle. because there's an outdoor queue, then there's a grotto type queue, then you're under the castle. So there's 3 areas to the queue, and that's got sort of some of the old scenes that they had done in like the 40s or the 30s at the Walt Disney Studios when they originally did the treatment for the original Little Mermaid that just never cut the mustard, so to speak.
But it was cool to see them up on the walls like that. That was a nice little touch.
Yep. And we did try the LeFou's Brew.
It was awesome, yet very sweet.
It was really, really good. Yeah, you couldn't finish yours, and I held on to mine for like a half hour because we sat and watched that.
We watched the Stitch stage in Tomorrowland with our buddy Kevin for a while.
There was Kevin.
Hey, Kevin.
There was a Doctor Who reference that we saw,
which will be a five-legged goat eventually later on in the podcast. We'll get to that somewhere down the lines, but
yes. Which was fun to do that. Of course, rode the Wedway People Mover a bunch of times because that's one of the best rides there. But I thought the LeFou's Brew was good. I haven't had the butterbeer yet, so I don't know how it compares. But
I don't remember between the two, to be honest with you. I mean, it's been a year since I had the butterbeer, so I can't really compare. I would need to have one right after. It needs to be like a Pepsi challenge. I'd have to have both at the same time to kind of compare it.
But most people tended to like the butterbeer better, but didn't mind the LeFou's Brew.
Yeah, it wasn't bad. It was pretty good.
Yep.
I mean, I don't want to get too into it since we did that whole half podcast on it, episode 44.5. But the whole entire experience of the Be Our Guest restaurant and Gaston's Tavern was awesome. If you haven't heard 44.5, go listen to that one where we're recording live from those places, which is pretty neat.
Yep, and because we also ate a pork shank, which I got to admit the pork shank I thought was really good.
Yeah, it definitely needs barbecue sauce.
Yeah, but I wouldn't want to walk around with it.
It's not a turkey
slimy,
leg. It's not a turkey leg.
But jumping back to Be Our Guest, because people can go back to listen to episode 44.5, the service was fantastic. The food was great. The atmosphere it's signature dining without being signature dining.
Well, not yet anyway. I'm sure it will be.
Not yet. Yeah, we can change it. But I had the Blue Chimay beer, and you had the Hoegaarden, right?
Yep, and it was delicious. Beer in the Magic Kingdom. Who would have figured?
It was fantastic. And, there was nobody walking around drunk, nothing you need to worry about. It was just a nice addition to your meal.
Yeah, it was quite excellent. I really enjoyed myself. But, I mean, overall, I really had a blast this trip. I thought it was a great time. We barely got any sleep because we were at the parks every night until closing, and then we were up early in the morning to do what we had to do, the reason we were there. But, I mean, it was great.
Talk about the Christmas party. We got
we had the Christmas party.
Which, it was fun. We didn't see a lot of the shows. We did see the parade. We did see the fireworks. We had the hot chocolate and the cookies.
We did.
So, not the hot chocolate and the cookies. Not enough reason to go.
No, not a whole reason to go. I mean, and actually, you know what? When we watched the fireworks, we got a good spot in front of the castle.
Yes, we did.
The crowds are ridiculous. They're like people are sitting there for hours before they start. It's unbelievable. But we managed to get a good spot. I would have rather watched them from a less crowded area and still would have enjoyed them, but it was fun. It was good. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, and I like the parade because I think we both had the opportunity to see this one and the Halloween parade.
Yeah, within a month of each other. Go figure.
In a month of each other, and I liked them both for different reasons. But I don't know. It's I think the holiday party is great, but you really need to go to enjoy the festivities and especially the snow.
Yeah, the fake snow or the Snope, if you will.
Wow.
Please do not try to eat it because you will get sick.
Yes.
And that would not be good.
Sick. And the Christmas party was fun. Before we end, though, we did spend, part of one night at the Disney Hollywood Studios.
We did, and that was fun too. We went on Tower Terror.
Toy
Mania, that's right.
And our arms hurt like crazy the next day.
The next day, like 5 minutes after, we did it twice, and I wanted to cut my arm off.
Yeah, we did the Twilight Zone Tower Terror. We did Star Tours, which was great. This is, all brand new stuff from me on Star Tours. I've ridden it a few times. Of course, Muppets. And Osborne.
Before we forget, we finally figured out on the back of the seats of the Star Tours, if you look in the seats in front of you, there's a little metal thing, and there's a bunch of them in every row, but we found out that those metal things actually mark off, people who could potentially be the Rebel Spy. If you sit in one of those seats, you increase your chances of being the metal spy, or the the Rebel Spy.
Yeah. We know there was one per row.
There was at least one per row, sometimes more. Yep. So be sure to check it out, and maybe you'll be the Rebel Spy. You don't know.
Maybe. But the Osborne Spectacle of Lights, in my mind, was so much more fun and enjoyable than the Christmas party. I think because it was so much more to handle.
I agree. And the crowd wasn't nearly as bad.
Yeah, but traveling during the Christmas time is fun. It was weird to be walking down Main Street or parts of the Hub and hear Christmas music.
Yes, but
like, what?
it was a good time. It was a good time. I enjoyed it, and you know, I can't wait to go back again. There it is. I said it.
Next week, right?
I'm ready. I'm gonna pack my bags right now.
We'll go right now.
Okay, bye guys. Podcast over.
He's a nerd, he's a geek, but we all like to hear him speak. So listen up to the words from his speech. It's George's Book of the Week.
You know what? We had so much fun at the Magic Kingdom. I didn't feel like doing a book of the week, but I will say, you need to get the Rolly Crump book. It's kind of a cute story, as told to Jeff Heimbach, because it's awesome. It's probably the book of the year, if not the book of the century.
Hi, I'm Jeff Heimbach, and I approve this review.
Here's another minute that you can't get back. It's the 60-second review. So one of the biggest video game releases of this year, at least most anticipated by Disney geeks everywhere. Yes, Disney geeks everywhere.
Everywhere. Of all ages, no less.
2, The Power of Two. And you're not hearing weird, strange...
You are hearing
weird, strange noises in the background, but we invited Alex from Just Ask Alex and Sumner, my gaming partner, to help us review this game since they spent most of the time helping Jeff and I beat it.
I'm awesome.
Beat it. Yes, Alex is awesome. So,
thank you, Alex.
So guys, we're going to let you take over this segment. We'll send you the money later. But tell us, what did you think about
everything?
Epic 82?
I thought it was, well, I thought it was awesome.
Interesting.
I thought it was awesome.
Okay,
that's it.
I guess we're going to have to leave this review segment a little more. Alex,
what did you like about it? The drop?
Shush, Jim.
That's for the live show, in case anybody wasn't
Live
there.
show in joke. Anyway, but what did you like about it, Al, when we were
How
playing?
you can play is 2 different kinds of characters.
Did you like playing as Oswald, or did you like playing as Mickey?
Yes. Mickey, this is a pain in the butt because he doesn't get to do anything fun.
So Oswald's the fun one.
Yes.
Sumner, what do you think?
I liked Oswald.
Why did you like Oswald?
Well, because
He's a bunny.
Just answer the question, Sumner. Don't listen to the peanut gallery.
Mickey could, like, shoot paint or thinner.
Mm-hmm.
Oswald could electrocute it.
Yep.
And, like, make it more powerful.
He can fly.
Yeah, he could fly,
Yeah,
too.
he can fly.
I think one of the best things about the game was whenever I would die, then Sumner as Oswald could come and bring me back to life with his electricity, because I was dying a lot.
Yes, so was I. An awful lot.
I accidentally died using my boomerang arm on him on accident.
That's true. The boomerang arm does hit Mickey. It does hurt occasionally. Well, so you guys both
And
like
you should
playing?
stop thinning me.
Yes, I should. For those of you who can't see this, he's pointing at me. Well, it's fun to thin you, especially when you're not paying attention to me and going where I want you to go. So, okay, so you guys both like playing Oswald. What did you like best about the game? Because, you know, you had Mean Street, and then you had different levels and different bosses.
I'd say the final one where we got to destroy the doctor.
Okay, even though it was and we were yelling and screaming.
Don't tell that.
Well, it's okay.
You're allowed to say
Ruin it
that.
for me.
No, we didn't ruin it.
We didn't. We won't tell you, Alex, how you have to beat him.
Well, we were yelling and screaming at each other because we couldn't figure out what to do, right, Al?
Exactly.
Al, why don't you talk about when we were playing it and how we were being frustrated because we didn't know what was going on?
He tried to punch Jeff in the face.
He did. It got a little violent because we were trying to figure out what was going on.
And that's what a good family game should do.
Exactly. A family game should bring everybody together and punch each other in the face.
Exactly. We didn't punch each other. We came close. You almost got grounded a couple times. I would try to go indoors and he was doing something else, and both the characters have to be together to go through a door.
Although there was a lot of that
kept
too.
zapping the characters.
Yeah, you were zapping me.
Yeah, that was fun, zapping the characters.
Yes.
They're like, ooh.
Alex would go up to like horse collar and zap them.
There were so many quests. We got to change outfits, didn't we? I mean, not us personally, our characters. So what outfits did we have?
We had the Sorcerer's Apprentice Mickey.
Yep.
And
Yeah, tracksuit, running suit, Oswald. You could upgrade if you wanted to.
Why are you singing the Agent Pete theme song?
why are you?
It was the lower part of the review.
I'm so confused. Okay, so what did you guys would you recommend it to other people?
No,
No, why?
because everybody else is annoying.
I think they probably would, but not Epic Mickey 1 because it was on the Wii. It was friggin' hard.
But Epic Mickey 2 had some challenges too. I loved, the nerdy side, the fact that it was so many little hidden details and five-legged goats all over the game, which was fun, but it seemed really, really short
What
to me.
month is it?
I kept jumping off.
It's super short, but we were looking at all the crazy hidden stuff too. So okay, so I would say yes, play the game, but it's short.
It's very short, and you'll enjoy it, but it's exasperating, and you're gonna have your tablet or your PC up all the time, looking for walkthroughs, trying to figure out what in the world you're supposed to do.
Yes. Gotcha. Well, thanks for coming on, guys.
Sometimes you might see it, sometimes you don't. Hey, look, what's that? It's a five-legged goat.
So when we were walking around the Magic Kingdom last week, we were shocked and surprised at the number of Oswald ears that people were wearing, including entire families where everybody had Oswald. It was wonderful to see the Oswald love hit the Disney parks, but this five-legged goat is about a real hidden Oswald. So why don't you tell us about it, Jeff?
Yeah, we were again walking with our friend Kevin in New Fantasyland, and there is a hidden Oswald in the ground that they made out of rocks, which was pretty awesome. I mean, it was late when we were looking. We had to use our flashlights, but we found it. It's pretty much right in front of the Enchanted Tales with Belle sign, but when you're walking in New Fantasyland, look down, look up so you don't walk into anybody, but look down and you will see it.
Of course, and you can always check out our videos on the Communicore Weekly page because we've got a video of it.
Yes,
of where it is, and lots of photos. Cool. Well, thanks so much for watching and listening.
Be sure to leave us a comment and rate us on iTunes.
And feel free to email us at any time, even 3 o'clock in the morning, at communicoreweekly@gmail.com.
Be sure to like us on Facebook at facebook.com/communicoreweekly.
Yes, because you never know when you might get a prize or something that we're giving away.
Yeah, like we did last night.
Anyways, you can always follow us on Twitter. I'm at Imagine Nerding, and he's at Jeff Heimbuck. I'm George.
And I'm Jeff.
And we're from MiceChat.
Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you next time on Communicore Weekly, the greatest online show.
Gingerbread.